Greeting, fellow soul travelers. I'm Esther, and today's Wednesday Wisdom is birds of a feather flock together. Who are your companions? Who are the people in your inner circle? The ones that you spend time with. Look at the people you keep company with if you want to understand the circumstances you find yourself in. When I was growing up, my mother had this saying, birds of a feather flock together. When I first heard this, I didn't know what that meant. Birds of a feather flock together. I needed to understand what my mother was talking about. And even though she took the time to explain it, I guess I just wasn't ready to understand it or to accept it as a good piece of advice at that time. But listen, after a few hard knocks, hanging out with my friends, it began to become very clear to me what she was talking about. If you hang around people that are always getting into trouble, thinking negative and pessimistic thoughts, then you too will find yourself in trouble and having negative experiences. That's what my mother meant by birds of a feather flock together. She was telling me that I needed to be aware of the people I was associating with. She was telling me if I was not interested in experiencing the same fate, then I needed to change the company I was keeping. It took me a while to fully comprehend that lesson, but after a few close calls, I moved into a different flock of birds. Now, if you want to be optimistic, practice positive thinking, and live a life of prosperity and success, you must look carefully at the people you're spending your time with. Ask yourself, do you spend most of your time with people who are optimistic and cheerful, that always see the glass as half full rather than half empty? Or do you spend most of your time with those who are negative and who tend to be pessimistic when things don't go well? People that are always expecting things to go wrong and constantly complaining. To be optimistic doesn't mean you deny feelings, emotions about things that affect you or things in your world. Optimistic thinking is simply remaining positive and accepting that failure is a part of succeeding. This positive attitude is the gift that optimists can give each other. And that's the kind of people you need to have around you if you are to succeed in life. The law of attraction states that like attracts like. So take inventory of the people that you are hanging out with and spending most of your time around. Anyone, anyone can find their experience and reactions to things will improve with just a little infusion of optimism into their lives. But you also have to change your environment and the people that are around you who don't bring optimism and positivity with them. Dream big and be around people who dream big dreams. Seek to soar high above the clouds in your life and fly among the eagles. Pick your inner circle wisely because birds of a feather flock together. How about that? Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share this with your friends and family and leave a comment. Love and light.